Elon Musk is fighting along with Ukraine? Let's find out. We all know about the current situation with Ukraine and Russia. Elon has helped Ukraine immensely by sending help and also by using his big audience and spreading awareness. This time around, Elon SpaceX taunted Russia during the company's Starlink satellite launch on the 9th of March. Time to let the American broomstick fly and hear the sounds of freedom. The company's launch director said on SpaceX's livestream just before the Falcon 9 rocket sent 48 satellites into orbit from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. The unnamed launch director's statement was a shot at the head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, Dmitry Rogozin. Last week, Rogozin said that Russia would no longer supply rocket engines to the US following President Joe Biden's sanctions over the war in Ukraine. In a situation like this, we can't supply the United States with our world's best rocket engines, Rogozin said on state-run TV. Let them fly on something else, their broomsticks. I don't know what. The satellite launch was the company's 10th weekly launch in a row. To date, SpaceX has over 2,000 satellites in orbit. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has big plans to create a constellation of over 42,000 Starlink satellites in his effort to provide low-cost internet to remote locations. Following the launch, the rocket's first stage returned to Earth and touched down at sea on the SpaceX drone ship. It's not the first time that SpaceX has poked fun at Rogozin's comments. I mean, just a while ago, Musk responded to a video on Twitter of his company launching 47 satellites into orbit, with a screenshot of Rogozin's comments highlighted along with the words American broomstick and 4 US flags. Musk and Rogozin have also scuffled on Twitter over the billionaire's decision to offer Starlink internet service in Ukraine. As more time is passing, Russia's space chief has become increasingly violent on Twitter since his country launched an attack on Ukraine. Most recently, Rogozin and the former NASA astronaut Scott Kelly engaged in a spat on Twitter in which Kelly suggested Rogozin find a job at McDonald's, and Rogozin invited Kelly to get a brain exam. Rogozin's aggression online is a sign that space relations and collaboration between the US and Russia might be coming towards an end. The space chief has even made comments warning that the weak relationship between Russia and Western nations may destroy Russia's partnership with NASA and lead to the demise of the International Space Station, as NASA relies on Russian propulsion to periodically boost the station on its orbit around Earth. At the time, Musk responded to Rogozin's thread on Twitter with a SpaceX logo, implying that his company would step in to save the space station. There has been some discussion that the company could help fill the gap by using the SpaceX Dragon, though the spacecraft is not meant to serve as a long-term solution. In the meantime, Roscosmos and NASA have said that they are continuing to work together despite Rogozin's comments online. Moving on from all of the bitterness, let's talk some good news. Elon Musk's SpaceX has sent a second shipment of Starlink terminals to Ukraine, spawning grateful thank yous from senior Ukrainian government officials, including the President Volodymyr Zelensky himself. SpaceX delivered its first batch of Starlink terminals to Ukraine after Russia's invasion of that country on February 24 caused widespread communication outages across the country. That lack of connectivity led to a government official asking Musk personally for assistance on Twitter following weeks of private negotiations. Ukraine is under obstruction due to an internationally condemned invasion by Russia that began on February 24, and space entities worldwide have responded with sanctions against Russia and support for Ukraine. Now with more supplies in hand, that same Ukrainian official thanked Elon Musk personally. Musk had pledged publicly to help immediately after the first request for the SpaceX CEO's ongoing support. Satellite pictures have continued to show the extremely devastating impact of the invasion, which has obviously also encouraged the tension or breakdown of space partnerships in the larger sea change to the industry since the breakup of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s. The International Space Station remains operational as usual, according to NASA, that has Russia and the US as chief partners of a multinational alliance. On Friday, March 11, The Guardian reported that the situation in the city of Mariupol is critical, as it is difficult to get aid to the people there, who are lacking electricity and supplies due to the invasion. Officials estimate that more than 1,200 people have been killed in that city alone. That figure does not include those who died defending the capital of Kiev or other key Ukrainian cities the Russians are attacking. This whole situation is just devastating. The fact that Russians are fighting others on Twitter like that, it's just really hard to think that some people could be that heartless. Anyway, this wraps up our video for today. What do you guys think of this situation? What do you guys think of Elon Musk helping Ukraine? Let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on this whole situation. We'll keep you guys updated.